What's going on? Born for Sports. Salute the New York Giant Nation. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash that like, smash that subscribe button to Born for Sports. Well, Giant fans, today was the first day of when training camp gets hot and heavy. It is the first padded practice of New York Giants training camp. And listen, I came out with a video right before training camp and players reported, but this is when I was really waiting for. This is what I was waiting for to see is when point of attack hits point of attack. And when you start to get the pads ready, you start seeing some hitting, and it begins today. And there's some reports out there that are pretty good. Some good news on the Giants side that I think, because it's key to what the Giants need to do and what the Giants need to be this year to have success. They have to change their identity. We have to get back to the identity of the New York Football Giants as a tough, physical football team. And it starts at the trenches. And folks, if you listen to what's been going on and what the reports have been coming out so far in the first week of training camp, there's a new attitude out there at the Giants facility with the players, with the way they've been prepared, practicing full speed. They have a hunger this year that I haven't seen in a few years from this team and these players on this team. The coaching staff has talked openly about being more physical. And now the talent is starting to match what the Giants want to do. And we've gotten a lot of good reports. And for the most part, it's been as advertised for the defense in this first week of training camp. I mean, everything we've seen, if you watch all the clips from training camp, if you watch all the reports from reporters talking about things, the Giant defensive line is as good as advertised, and I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see it live on Sundays. But as expected, we knew the bread will be buttered with this team with that front seven. You got Kayvon Thibodeau. You got the great Dexter Lawrence. You got Brian Burns, okay? You draft Abdul Carter. You got Okereke out there, McFadden. Everything there is in the front seven is set for them to dominate. They made changes to that defensive secondary to go along with it with Holland and adding with the second year, going into their second years of Newbin and Phillips. And you got Adebo out there. Hey, the Giant defense is going to be a problem for a lot of teams. And don't let anyone tell you different. They will be a problem. Let the haters hate. They're going to find out real soon. But I want to talk about today because based on the reports, point of attack, the offensive line won the trenches battle today in the first day of camp with the pads at camp. Now, listen, there's going to be days the defense is going to get theirs. But it was nice to see that from what I've read all week, okay, and from what I've read up until this point today, that it hasn't been a one-sided affair either way. It's been good drives and good times for the defense and good drives and good times for the offense. But today, the first day of camp, the offensive line won the battle from what I've been reading. Okay, and that's a good sign, okay, because we know that there's weapons on this offense now, and there is a quarterback in Russell Wilson that's a veteran quarterback who's about timing, who's about anticipational throws, something we haven't seen in 7 years, 7 long years as a Giant fan. And we look like we finally getting that back at the quarterback position. So the offensive line is going to be a big deal. And I think running this football is going to be a big part of this offense and the play action game, So let's see how we do there. But from what I've read, a lot of reports are saying the Giants offensive line had a good day between Hudson, who's filling in for the injured Andrew Thomas, who's still rehabbing and getting it together. Bubble wrap that man, of course, at left tackle, our star left tackle. But Hudson has shown he's had an attitude. from day one of camp. And, I saw the beat reporters before today started with like Art Stapleton and a few other guys saying they feel like the first fight of training camp is going to be with Hudson involved. And I like that. I like that physicality. This offensive line needs to have that kind of an attitude. And it's been a while since this New York Giant offensive line has played with that kind of attitude. And, of course, Andrew Thomas will be a big part of that when he's healthy. But it's good that his backup Hudson is showing and taking that upon himself. Also, JMS, John Michael Schmitz, who I have been keeping a close eye out on in the first week of camp, as I've been seeing a lot of negative and bad plays that I haven't liked, bad snaps. He had a day where he threw like 4 fumble snaps, bad snaps to the quarterback, getting pushed around, getting knocked backwards by Abdul Carter on a play where he just made him look silly and weak. I need JMS to step the F up as a center. None of that soft BS. We need that physicality that we saw in Minnesota. And it's a big deal and a big part of what this offensive line needs. So today I saw he had a pretty good day. Made a good block on a screen play on Burns to get Scatterbo free on a play. Hey, that's a solid thing. And if we're going to talk about the bad, we got to talk about the good. So a good day for JMS as well. But also, I want to focus on a guy that is a big deal if we can get him right. Evan Neal. Evan Neal at guard is looking like he's having a good start to camp. I've seen a lot of reports saying Evan Neal has had a very good camp so far in this first week. He had a good, some good reps today with the pads on. Hey, if this is the position that's going to unlock Evan Neal, that's going to be huge for the New York Football Giants. Hopefully he'll win a job if he continues to play. Now, we'll slow it down. We'll keep taking one day at a time, as usual. But if JMS has his struggles, I can definitely see a situation where Evan Neal gets moved into guard and maybe they'll substitute at center and maybe put someone like, the backup center as Greg Van Roten, who's currently the starting right guard, he can also play center. So a lot of moving parts. That's going to be a big deal in camp battles this summer. So good start for Evan Neal. And if we can unlock him at guard, man, that's a big deal for this New York Giant team, especially this New York Giant rushing attack. Also, Cam Scatterbo is turning heads, folks. I'm loving what I'm seeing. His potential and his playmaking ability. I was so happy when the New York Giants drafted him because I envisioned him with a tandem with Tyrone Tracy, giving problems on Sundays for defenses they play, especially with Russell Wilson, a veteran quarterback, knowing when to check in and out at the line of scrimmage and getting plays in. Man, listen, Cam, I am excited about Cam. I'm telling you guys right now, I really would not be surprised if this is a true 50-50 split down the middle, rushing attack and snaps between Tracy and Scatterbo. I think they can really complement each other well, but Cam got that dog. He just got that dog in him. And if you're watching Arizona State, you know what I'm talking about. He's got that dog in him. And I'm telling you right now, I can see him really being a problem on Sundays, bringing that attitude, bringing that physicality. That dog, we need that on the offense. So good start to Cam Scatterbo. Hopefully he continues to impress and show his ability, because it's not just about running that ball in the trenches. He has a pass-catching ability as well. He has made plays in his first week, and he's looked good. He's looked very good, very promising to see what we see from him going forward with the New York Giants this preseason. And finally, listen, we got to talk about it. I like what I saw what Brian Dable said today about emphasizing the run game versus the run defense. Now, this to me is a big deal. The biggest key for this Giant defense is going to be the run game. They've got to stop the run this year. Have not been good at it last few seasons. They got to get better at it this year. And if they do that, if they can finally solve that problem, they will be able to hunt the quarterback at will, and that's only going to help this Giant football team win games. Because if you can't stop the run, and Dex has talked about it openly as well, which I like. He said, hey, if we can't stop them on first, second down on the run, it's going to wipe away all the potential we can do on pass rushing downs with the potential they had. So I'm glad that Dave was talked about openly, Dex, and a lot of the players. They have to stop the run this year, and I'm going to be paying a close attention to how run fits on this defensive scheme, how they fly to the ball, tackling. All right, hey, it's got to come from there. Stop the run, the Giant defense will be just fine, and they will hunt and be one of the top units in all of football. That's going to do it for the video, folks. Let me know how you feel about what you think about so far, how things are going in training camp in the comment section. Do you like what's going on and what you're seeing out there from the offensive line? Because right now we're off to a good start. And what do you want to see get better out there? And don't forget to like and subscribe to Ball for Sports. Let's go Giants.